Welcome to the Tripoli Rocketry Association's LDRS 39. Every year, hundreds of Rocketeers gather on one location to attend the largest rocket launch in the world. This year, the location is the Bonneville Salt Flats in Utah. Many a fast vehicle have traveled here, but none quite as fast as the Utah Rocketry Group's rockets now. This is unfortunately the last year that they'll be flying here, and it's the first time I've been here, so thanks for tuning in, and let's watch and see what happens.
Electronics in there. He's gonna pop the, he's got a couple little boys in here. Secondary at 700 feet. And it's going up on an Aerotech M, as in Mike 1297. Peter, you ready to go? Yes! All right, Peter's ready to go. Let's launch your rocket, Peter, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. Launch. Kansas, flying a scratch-built rocket called a Salt Rocket, weighing in at a beefy 17 pounds. It's going to go up on a K690 red motor. And good luck to you, Randy. You ready to roll? All right, Randy is ready. And we're launching your rocket off of pad 6-1. Looks like a big black rocket over there. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. Man, that was beautiful. Nicely done, Randy. Nicely done. All right, we're going to continue on the 6 pads. Oh, I heard it. There it goes. It's coming down fast. Oh, look at that. Nicely done. The suspense was awesome. Got Jim Norton out of Fresno, California. He's got a Mad Cow. I can't quite make out the rocket name, but it's a Mad Cow kit going up on an H125 with an 8-second delay. And we are launching Jim's rocket off of pad 6-3. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. Oh, well, closest to the pad.
Now for something completely different.
Yes, we're going to go to pad 6-5. Mike Otsby, are you ready, Mike Otsby?
Yeah.
I'm going to take that as a yes, because I didn't hear him say anything. We got Mike Otsby all the way from Bray, California. Over here on pad 6-5. Name of the rocket is Promise Keeper. Looks to be a dark in color rocket. Not sure what color it is exactly. But this is Mike Otsby from California going up on an Aerotech K700. You should have a second chute come out at around 1,000 feet. So good luck to you, Mike. We're launching your rocket off of pad 6-5 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. That thing boogie, boy. Very performance rocketry kit. It's an Intimidator. It looks like it's going up on an EX N21. Is that an M or an N? M is in Mike. It's going up on a big motor, an EX number. It's supposed to go about 14.5. So the waiver is open. And John, we're ready to launch your rocket. All right, got confirmation. Don's ready to go. The waiver is open. We're launching John Borget's rocket off of pad 4, left side of the range. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. Finder rocket, 3-inch fusion. This is a really cool kit. Get a chance, go over there and visit Scott. He's got his booth set up over there. Go look at all his cool rockets. We are on pad 2-2. This is an L1 certification for Don Cannon, and it says attention Kip. Kip, you watch that. All right, gonna do your certification on an H100 with a 10-second delay. Here we go. Good luck to you, Don. All right, we're launching your rocket, Don. Good luck to you on your level 1 certification. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. By Tim Dahl from Everett, Washington. Looks like a Mega Red Max out there. Going up on an I-327 Sparky. All right, let's get us a nice dark matter motor up in the air today. Tim, you ready to go, ma'am? Yeah. All right, Tim's ready. We're launching your rocket, Tim, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. Yeah, there you go. On an Aerotech N1000, a long burn in motor. That's a heck of a motor to do your level 3 cert on, man. Good for you. And we're ready to launch your rocket.
Hope the case holds. Everybody wants.
All right, we're launching Frank's rocket. Good luck to you on your level 3 certification attempt. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. There it goes. Yes. Looks like the fins, man, came off on that one. Which is unfortunate because that motor is still going to burn for about 6 more seconds.
All right, it's a USTR reunion, dude. I actually don't think I've met you in person before, but
we had to have met in person before. Have you been to XPRS?
No.
No?
No.
Oh man, maybe we haven't met in person.
Yeah, I don't think we have. But these are like my childhood right here.
This is everybody, man.
Like
Everyone out here.
So I guess that's a good place to start, considering the amount of people I have watching that don't know what is or was what Gates Brothers rocketry.
Oh man, I mean, where do you start with the Gates Brothers, right? I mean, in the early 2000s, these guys hit the rocketry scene as some of the most extreme projects that anybody had seen out at launches. I mean, people were not flying complex M's, N's, O's, as regulars. It's really, really cool to kind of see these out here. So, part of the story, you probably know this, but, in 2009, Eric passed away very suddenly.
Yeah.
And Gates Brothers was always that, Dirk and Eric, kind of, it was always the hobby that those two brothers shared together. And kind of once, Eric had passed, they did a few flights after that to kind of commemorate, Eric's life.
Right, because they did Porthos 2, right, the N3300, or was it Porthos?
I think it was before. They may have done a Porthos flight and a Sumo flight at LDRS 29.
Yeah, because I was going to say the red combo, right, the red combo was the only one they hadn't flown the whole ensemble of, right?
Yeah, exactly. So talk about these rockets, right? I mean, 12-inch diameter. What we're probably looking at 15, 16 feet tall, something like that, about 250 pounds on the pad. 7 motor cluster, Central 98, 654s. This weekend we're hoping to put them up on a N2000 in the middle with 6 outboard K550s. Should be a complex 11% O, which would be really, really awesome. Should hit about 6,000 feet or so. It's a heavy, pretty draggy rocket, so I'm not looking for performance, of course, here. But definitely going to be a lot of smoke, a lot of flame, lots of noise. One of the other Gates Brothers rockets they were famous for is the upscale Sumo. It has a 5-motor cluster, Central 98 with 4 outboard 75s. Just barely enough room to squeeze that much motor in there. They actually had to shave down the knurling on the aeropack retainer in the middle to make enough room for the snap ring holders on the outside. So,
interesting.
We'll be flying this one on a Central M2100 green with 4 outboard K1000 blues. So green in the middle, 4 blues on the outside. It's like an 80% complex N, something like that.
And we were just talking about this, but this rocket holds now the M and O complex bowling ball loft record because there's 2 bowling balls in the nose cone.
Unfortunately, I don't have them out on display. They're kind of a pain to get threaded in there.
Oh, they do come out though?
They do come out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're not like encased in epoxy. They're literally just kind of floating in there. In fact, there's kind of a really intense mount system in here to help kind of spread the weight around. This all thread goes all the way through the top where there's a little bulkhead about here and a little molly to hold it in there, and some other structure and stuff holding the bowling balls together in the nose cone. But yeah, this thing's probably about 30 pounds of nose cone, but you need it because when you're flying this thing, especially with a heavy motor, heavy short motors in the back, you got to push that center of gravity as far forward as possible. And it's not a very long rocket to be able to do that with.
Right.
So, yeah, same pad weight, 200, 250 pounds, somewhere in that range. And yeah, about 5,000 feet. We'll see it on this flight.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing what the kind of color of the flame ends up looking like. Because they did a lot, the Gates brothers flew a lot of single, propellant type clusters. And so I'm really excited to see kind of what multiple propellants kind of do and change. Will you be able to see the green at all?
Right.
Because we are, for both flights, just lighting all on the ground.
Right.
They're both pretty heavy, so it takes a pretty stout center motor to be able to do, more fun, complex clusters, mid-air, air start, that kind of stuff.
What are you doing for igniters to get them all to light?
Yeah, so nothing really too crazy. We're going to kind of have a mixture of things going on because, well, you can't really have too much for most of that. Most of the igniters are going to be E-matches with a Pyrodex pellet that's been soaked in Pyrodex as well, or in Quick Burst actually.
Nice.
So it all kind of links together, and that'll be for pretty much everybody. They'll all get that. We may throw the stock igniter in as well. Just I don't really want to risk not lighting one or more of these.
Right.
Really, as the cluster design was set up in terms of the motor choices such that really I can tolerate 2 to 3 motors out probably pretty easily on Porthos. I can tolerate 1 to 2 motors out on here, and as long as I get either most of the outboards or at least just the center board, should be pretty good. I did fly this the Sumo 2 years ago, about a year and a half now ago, on a Central M2500.
Right.
And that thing was super awesome flight, but it went like 1,000 feet.
I saw that footage because you had the pad cam. I was like, dude, how high did that go?
Well, and I had a problem too. The nozzle shattered halfway through, so as the rocket was kind of leaving at 3.5, 4 Gs, the whole thing at 500 feet kind of canted over and started vectoring the thrust really hard. So that was pretty scary. But luckily it was vectored away from everybody, so I think most people in the audience couldn't really even tell at all. It wasn't until you got it back and realized, the motor retainers totally trashed, and and the aft closure and stuff too. So
good luck. I'm super excited to see these things fly in person finally.
Well, I think a lot of people are, and that's really the thing is, I've been asked by a number of people like, hey, can we go and put this stuff up in a museum, or well, maybe I just want to own it as a piece of rocket history kind of thing. And I mean, I really think this is a good venue to kind of remember and fly this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, this stuff's meant to be flown.
Yeah, that's what they built it for.
There's a third part of the trio here is Porthos, Sumo, and then everyone remembers the Jayhawk.
Oh yeah, you have that?
Full-scale Jayhawk.
Oh my god!
So right now it's on display at my hobby shop. Hopefully we want to get it flying in November.
What hobby shop?
In Tucson.
I forgot you moved.
Yeah. We have a hobby store called Rocketry Works.
Oh nice.
Very good friends with the owner there. They've got it on nice display in front with actually a regular Estes Jayhawk right next to it, which was the inspiration.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that out sometime. But yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad these wound up in the hands of someone who's actually gonna fly them.
Yeah, that's
who's
the
capable.
Goal.
So.
Well, we'll see.
All right. Yeah.
I appreciate it. Well, it's good to talk to you.
And we're flying on a K700, a U2 is what it's called. So going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thumper Jr. on I-327. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 77. It's on 2-8. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Separate and go. A little slow. That's not going to be good. He's coming down tail first, though. No, he's coming down. Come on, pump. There it goes. Shoots out. Oh. It'll be there, and then it won't be. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. H128 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Orange. On a G69, skid mark, so we see some sparks here. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the graduator. Flying a G54. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One out there. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Low power. We'll start with Jack Bourget, it looks like, the Cougar. Could be flying on a G64. And this is
Launching Greg's rocket off of pad 6-4 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. 5, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. Keep your eye on there, please, for the rocket coming down under parachute. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. The 6 pads on the far right, we got a rocket by Buddy Michelson out there from Rocket Man Parachutes. Buddy's got a rocket called Rocket Man, flying on an Aerotech J450, and he's on pad 6-7, big rocket with the red nose cone, black body. We're launching your rocket, buddy, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. The high altitude window is open right now for about 45 minutes to an hour. From right now, the high altitude window is open. If you have high altitude flights, we're going to head on over to the 7 pads there. On the far left side of the 7 pad is pad 7-1. And you will see a blue and black rocket out there. That rocket belongs to Mike Otsby out of Bray, California. This is a Wildman Drago going up on an Aerotech K550. Mike, ready to go? All right, Mike's ready to go. We're launching your rocket, Mike, off of pad 7-1 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. There it goes. It's going. It's going. Nice and straight. So Bountiful, Utah. It's got an IKS Portus going up on an Aerotech H135. He likes Klingons and H135s is what it says in the notes. And the name is written in Klingon. Okay, gotcha. So this is an H-135. All right, so let's launch Steve's rocket off pad 2-2. We got continuity. We're launching your rocket in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch.
Build kit. The name is called Double Shuttle, and it is painted white. It is, it looks like it's a 2-stage rocket. Oh, it's, yep, Double Shuttle, hence the name. Flying on an Aerotech F-24 to a Aerotech F-24. It's a twin rocket glider, pad 2-4 on the left side of the range. We're going to launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Oh, look at that. There goes the 2 gliders. Which one's flying better? Oh, that's pretty good. One's... Uh-oh. Mayday, mayday. That one's in. That one's got gliding nice, heading back to the casino. Glider's a little hot, wants to cool off a little bit. Okay, on pad 2-7.
Side of the LCO desk, you can see the big 4, the rocket furthest to the left. This is Kevin Metters from Colorado Springs, Colorado. He's flying a scratch-built kit. The name of the rocket is What's the Name? Probably didn't put a lot of thought into that one. Weighs 21.4 pounds. This is a first flight. It is flying on a Cessaroni L1115. It does have electronics on board. Dual deploy being set for 800. It does say it needs high altitude, so that's going to be something over 10,000 feet, but below 25,000. So this will be a pretty cool flight. Good luck, Kevin, on your first flight. Clear sky, clear range. We're going to launch on pad 4-1 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
Games.
This is Ian Tripoli from Dade City, Florida. This is a Mad Cow kit. This is called This End Up. It weighs 22.6 pounds. It is flying on an M1297. Does have electronics on board. The main is set for 800 feet. Does have a streamer for the drogue. Hopefully it's not an Esky. Okay, I'm at 42. Dan, are you ready? Dan's ready. We're going to fly it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. See. 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. One, ignition. Yep, ignition. Four, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
Or destroy tanks. So this is like notches.
Little Johnny did. It's an 11-pound rocket. It's flying on a J540 dark matter. Does have electronics on board. This does have a GPS tracker test, and does have a Weston receiver for backup to recover the rocket. So Jim's been taking a lot of pictures out here for this event. So Jim's going to fly some rockets. And Jim is actually one of the board of directors for NAR, so he's a pretty busy individual on top of being a pilot by trade. So we're going to go ahead and fly Jim's rocket on pad 3-2. We're going to launch this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
And then more people come, and then more people.
Maybe we call it little Jim. 2, 1, ignition. Oh. That's got to be a mod. Okay, pad 2.3, Drago on H195. We're going to launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Oh, there it goes. 1 ignition.
Nose down.
That is the end.
Are any of you guys tall?
Dragon kit. This has got electronics on board. This is flying on a K535. I'm not sure the flavor on this. So we're going to fly on pad 3-4. We're going to launch this one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Electronics on board, main is set for 700 feet. Pad 2.2, we're going to do the arrow in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. He does have electronics on board. Okay, pad 2-3, we're going to launch in. We're going to launch pad 2-3 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Four, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Parts looking good. Error or air it in pad 7-3 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
Focus to the right on the 6s, it is a RC rocket glider. So what I mean by that, Frank's actually going to be remote controlling it under boost, and then I think his projected flight path, since it's a pretty open range, is going to probably go up, possibly to the left a little bit, and then glide down as a long burn motor. And then once the motor burns out, he's going to actually safely land it on the lake bed. So no pressure, Frank. We're all watching. We're all going to give you a score upon your landing. So on pad 6-7, we're going to fly this RC rocket glider in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. All right, going up, start to the left a little bit, still under thrust. Making a nice little right S-turn there. Still burning, still climbing. That was a really cool burn. Not too terribly fast, so not too much stress on the system. And now Frankie's actually RC controlling this himself right now, just on the right side of the range.
4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. That was probably a little too much motor for their first flight, but it all somehow stayed together. Nelson from American Fork, Utah, with a scratch-built kit called the Sunkist. It's a certification attempt. So who, Robert, do you have your certification witness watching?
Yes!
Okay, Robert did confirm. There's a level 1 attempt scratch-built kit on an, this says H73. It was like a J, maybe a black smoke one as a motor ejection. Pad 6-3, we're gonna launch this certification attempt in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Going the hard way, we're doing scratch. Pad 6-4, we have Doug Peterson from Plain City, Ohio, flying the Wildman Punisher 3. Can't read the name of this. It looks like it says Hadud, a dud maybe. To flying on a K695 Redline. That's another classic Aerotech motor. It's a really good bright red flame. Does have electronics on board. Main set for 800 feet. Does have the egg timer quark on there. Pad 6-4. We're going to fly the Punisher 3 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. We have Brian Bella flying a Lock V2. Weighs 7.5 pounds, should go about 1,500 feet. So this isn't going to go very high. Flying on an Aerotech, it looks like it says I-195 Blackjack. So it should take off pretty slow and not go very high. This is going to be pad 6-5. We're going to launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Good boost on it. Turn it over a little bit. Uh-oh. Coming in ballistic, right side of the range. Right, oh, there's a parachute. Somehow, there was the, looks like this might be the, oh, that rocket, that V2 is coming in over by the crowd, under parachute, heads up. Far right side of the range. Should be down pretty soon. Point at it, let your neighbors know. Okay, it's down. Okay, this is going to be the last flight for today. Yeah, some are excited. I know it's beverage hour for some. Pad 6-6, we have Alan Rollo. Hope I said that correct. From Riverton, Utah. This is a Mad Cow Little John, weighs 4 pounds, flying on an I-211, 10-second delay. Another classic Aerotech motor. Good white lightning on this one. Pad 6-6 and closing out day 1. We're going to launch this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition.